Hey guys, everyone knows Battlefront 2 doesn't set the bar too high for balancing, and it's a big problem. It can really ruin the game and makes it super frustrating to play. So today, I'm discussing how the problem can be solved. I'll be going over the heroes, vehicles, and reinforcements and how they could each be more balanced. If this game was more balanced, then each game would be way more fun since you don't already know who has the big advantage. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more of these videos, then subscribe. But now, getting into the video. Probably the worst part of Battlefront 2 balancing are the heroes. Both the dark side and light side heroes are overpowered in their own way. The dark side has brute force with Vader, Grievous, Boba, and Iden, plus much more, and the light side, they have Finn. So I'm gonna go over these things and try to fix them. So first for Finn. The simple answer is to give Big Deal less health and damage reduction to everyone else. That would make it much less overpowered, as well now everyone that's buffed by Big Deal isn't unkillable. But the dark side still has much more powerful heroes. So in my opinion, you're gonna have to nerf some of the dark side characters and buff the light side. For Vader, he mainly needs less health, or basically get rid of the horrible focused raged ability. It makes the Vader invincible. It gives him way too much health. Plus, I can't imagine what people were thinking when they decided to also be able to add damage reduction. So if Vader had less health, then you could actually take him down in a duel. For Boba, there just needs to be some other character with a jetpack. There are plenty of options for this too. Bo-Katan or Din Djarin would be awesome, for example. Other than that, Boba will continue to fly around being super annoying. Speaking of annoying, Palpatine is impossibly annoying and hard to counter, especially in a 1v2. If you're fighting against a Palpatine and someone else, then it's impossible to win. So in order to counter his lightning, there should be a way to deflect it back, like we see in every trilogy. The first way to do this is to have it constant, where if you're aiming right at Palpatine, then the lightning will deal damage to Palpatine, just like it is when lightsabers deflect blaster bolts. I'm worried a bit about the constant damage though, since that would mean it would be very hard for Palpatine to regain health and attack. It's not a massive deal, but it could be a problem. The other option is to have a chance to parry his lightning. So basically, if you block right as Palpatine sends his lightning, then you will send a jolt of it back, just like how it works in Fallen Order. So for the other strong heroes, it should work the same way, where there are more ways to counter them. But the other light side heroes are pretty balanced. Maybe the damage some of them do could be increased, but other than that, it's pretty good. Quickly, I also want to go over the reinforcements. For the prequels, it's pretty balanced, but the Separatist Aerial needs to be buffed. For the original trilogy, the Wookiees very much need to be buffed. That means increasing the damage or range of their gun, or give them stronger abilities. Like, once again, taking away the Wookiees' health ability pretty much ruined them. And for the Ewok, either the price of them needs to come way down, or their bow needs to do stronger damage when not zoomed in. For the sequels, the Sith Troopers' damage or abilities need to be nerfed a bit, as when both of these things are used correctly, they are unbeatable. And for the First Order Jet Trooper, they need to do way less explosive damage. In my last video, I showed you how good their gun's range is, so when you're fighting someone, they barely have to aim. So lower that a lot, but it should do way less damage if you block, because right now, they're one of the strongest non-hero hero killers. For vehicles, they are mostly balanced in Battlefront 2, at least not nearly as bad as other games. The most powerful things are the AT-ST and speeders. So the AT-ST is by far the most powerful tank in the game, and there are 3 things that should be nerfed about them. The first is mobility. The AT-ST can move fast and turn around really quickly. Plus, with their size, there aren't many places they can't go. So if all of that was nerfed, then they would already be a lot less powerful. Next is their explosives. The barrage isn't too bad, but then their rocket, which apparently has already been nerfed, can still take away most of a hero's health, which is of course horrible. Plus, they can switch to the regular blasters, which, like the Jet Troopers, have way too much range. The second vehicles are the speeders. Because of their speed, they're really hard to take down, plus the blasters are too easy to aim and can go through blocks, which are a big problem. Because of these things, speeders can zip through the map doing insane damage to everyone and especially be threats to heroes, while at the same time being really hard to take down. But that is all for this video. In the end, Battlefront 2 doesn't have the worst, Nah, I'm just kidding, it does have the worst balancing and ruins many matches. So I'm sad the devs at DICE never got a chance to fix all of these things. So there's no real point to this video besides the fact that I think it was an interesting thing to talk about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.